morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Hey, welcome to all the new folks and welcome back, everybody. How the heck is everybody? Are the temperatures getting cooler? Are they getting hotter? It's still hecka hot here in Arizona. I think the high today is going to be about 105, so at least it's not in the 110s. We're getting a cooling trend, they said. Anyway, you guys, hey, as you guys know, we are doing an elimination diet, Harry and I are, to try to see if there's any hidden foods that cause inflammation. So we added back eggs first, then we added back partial dairy, which is butter, real butter, sour cream, and cream. Yesterday, we added an additional 1 ounce of hard cheese to see, because there are so many different dairy products out there and variables, we're doing it a little bit at a time. So based on adding back 1 ounce of hard cheese, let's see, first of all, what we had to eat yesterday. I pre-made a menu, and I'm going to be doing that because we are going to eat off the menu entirely. We are not going to cheat. We're not going to have hidden pork rinds, no hidden cheese wisps, no hidden chocolate. None of those things. Right, Harry?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Right, Harry?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Anyway, let me share with you guys what we had to eat yesterday, which was perfectly ketovore, carnivore, keto, and explain, remember, the things that you eat the day before and sometimes 2 days prior, any new medication you add, any new vitamin pills you may add, anything that could cause weight gain in the water department, water retention, okay, water loss, or staying neutral. So let me share with what we had yesterday to eat. Yesterday we had a 20-hour fast. My lean body mass is 120 pounds, give or take a pound, depending on what application you use. We're using our Arrows scale. Harry's lean body mass is 133 pounds on the Arrows scale. I had 4 fried eggs with 2 tablespoons sour cream. I had 1 tablespoon beef tallow, 1 tablespoon butter, and I added 1 ounce cheddar cheese, which is the Coastal Sharp cheddar cheese. Then I repeated, I had 4 fried eggs, 1 tablespoon of butter, 2 tablespoons sour cream, no cheese. The only cheese we added was 1 ounce in the morning, 2 scoops of collagen, and that's the unflavored, unsweetened BioTrust collagen, 4 teaspoons of heavy whipping cream, which I am measuring, coffee, stevia, sparkling water. My carbs were 1% for a total of 3.4 grams. That's eggs and sour cream. My fat is 74% fat for a total of 103.1 grams. My protein was 25% protein for a total of 77.2 grams. I never want to eat over 120 grams of protein in a day. You're supposed to eat, at our age, we're supposed to have at least 1.1 grams per 1 gram of protein, maximum. The younger you are, you can even lower that to 0.8 grams per 1 gram of protein if you like. But as you get older, every decade you get older, your body doesn't utilize the protein as well, so we're using this as our guideline. You can eat under that amount, but you never want to go over that amount. And as our carnivore diet challenge shows, we didn't lose the weight because we were ODing, we were overdosing on our protein. We were way above our lean body mass in protein. So we were anti-ketogenic and we were not losing the weight. So,
what do you mean anti-ketogenic?
Well, ketogenesis is a high-fat, moderate protein, low-carb diet. And when you go carnivore, you're not necessarily in ketosis. If you're eating super high protein, that's anti-ketogenic. It causes you not to throw ketones. And I need to look that up and do a whole segment on that, but I'm not going to do that today because we have other things to discuss. But that's a great topic and we'll go over it in another vlog. So, I had a total calories of 1,275 calories yesterday. Harry had 7 ounces of ground chuck, 8515, 2 tablespoons of sour cream, 1 ounce of the same coastal sharp cheddar cheese, hard cheese, 1 tablespoon of butter on his ground chuck. For dinner, he had 6 ounces of ground chuck, 8515, 2 tablespoons of sour cream, 1 tablespoon of beef tallow, 2 tablespoons of butter to get his fat up where it needed to be. He needed 2 scoops of collagen, and he added his coconut almond milk to that. He had a bang. Coffee, Zevia. He put stevia drops in his coffee and drank sparkling water. So his carb count were 2, and that's from the sour cream. He had 68% fat for a total of 122.3 grams. He had 31% protein for a total of 124.9 grams, which is less than his lean body mass. So that's great. His calories were 1,644 calories, you guys. So, with that, adding cheese, an ounce of cheese, hard cheese, I remained the same. I stayed at 178. Harry went up 0.8 of a pound. Now this could be water weight because he went to his new low yesterday and he's bouncing, rebouncing. His body doesn't like going that low. Or it could be the addition of the cheese. So we had a discussion like I did with my eggs. We are going to have Truffles today, and we're going to add Philadelphia cream cheese to it. So he's still going to have cheese today and see what his weight is tomorrow. I've calculated our menu for the day, and we're going to come back and do the menu, and we're going to break our fast because it's already 12:40. We've been very busy today. We're going to do a discussion later on today, and we're going to go to the board right now and share that with you. So, Harry took everything yesterday. He cleaned it out, okay? He put all of the information here. We had the beef, we had the sour cream, we had the butter, we had the cheese. Where's my eggs? Eggs, I had 8. Ground beef, you had 13 ounces. So today is Sunday, and here's our weight, okay? We're gonna have a discussion today, and we'll bring you guys along with our discussion. We're gonna discuss where we are now, what we think we need to do, and we're gonna discuss what we're gonna be doing in September. So you guys, come back and watch the whole vlog because we've got a lot of information today for everybody. But right now, I'm gonna go get that menu created so that we can break our fast. Okay everybody, here's our menu for today. I am gonna have 2 fried eggs in 1 tablespoon of beef tallow, and I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of sour cream to it for my break fast. For our dinner, I'm gonna have a total of 3.5 eggs. 1.5 of those are gonna be my Truffles. The other 2 are gonna be fried. I'm gonna have 2 ounces of cream cheese total. 1 ounce is gonna be in the Truffle. 1 ounce is gonna be on top as part of my cream cheese frosting. And I'm gonna have 2 tablespoons of butter. 1 tablespoon is gonna go into my cream cheese frosting, and 1 is gonna be to cook my 2 eggs. I'm gonna have 2 scoops of collagen, 4 teaspoons heavy whipping cream, stevia, and coffee. So my total for the day are 2% carbs, or a total of 6.7 grams. I'm gonna have 77% fat for a total of 103.6 grams. I'm gonna have 21% protein for a total of 62.2 grams and a total caloric value of 1,240 calories. Harry is going to break his fast with 4 ounces ground chuck, 8515, cooked in a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of beef tallow. He's going to top his with 2 tablespoons of cream. For dinner, he's going to have 7 ounces of ground chuck, 8515. He's going to have 1.5 eggs, which are going to be his Truffles. He's going to have a total of 2 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. He's going to have 1 ounce in his Truffle and 1 on top as part of his cream cheese frosting. He's gonna have a tablespoon of beef tallow and he's gonna have 2 tablespoons of butter. Sorry, look, just let me fix this real quick. That's going to be 2 tablespoons of butter, a tablespoon in this Philadelphia cream cheese, and we'll put butter somewhere else for a total of 2 scoops of collagen, coconut almond milk, stevia, and bang. His total carb count is 1%. He's going to have 3.5 grams of carbs total. 70% is coming from fat for a total of 123.9. 29% is going to be protein for a total of 115.4 grams. His total calories is going to be 1630. I'll add 2 tablespoons of butter. I'll change that right now. I took off the beef tallow and added a tablespoon more to butter, so for a total of 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, 1 ounce of the butter goes into his cream cheese frosting, and then I'm just smearing butter on his truffles.
And does that do
and in
anything
his ground beef?
Does that change anything down here at all?
No, it doesn't, because it's fat.
Okay.
So, anyway, did I give you this? Did I give you this part? Anyway,
yes.
this is our menu, and we'll go over it more tomorrow, but I just wanted to share what our menu is because we're going to break our fast. I'm going to have 2 eggs in tallow with sour cream. Harry's going to have 4 ounces of ground beef with butter, tallow, and sour cream. Everybody, this is what Harry and I are having for breakfast. Scrambled eggs, sour cream, butter and tallow, and Harry is having ground beef, butter, tallow, sour cream. Now you guys, we're going to go break our fast, but please stay tuned because we're going to come back for a discussion today between Harry and I. I don't want you guys to miss it because the information is valuable, and we're going to share something new that you guys can find on our website. So we'll see you guys in just a little bit. In the meantime, you gotta eat now, folks. Hey everybody, welcome back. We are gonna do some discussions today on the elimination diet and what we have figured out and what we have found out. Isn't that good?
Oh, it's really good.
It's really delicious. I have a cup of coffee here, you guys. So Harry's got Perrier, I've got coffee. It's green. Disappearing. Anyway, you guys, we want to talk about several different things. First of all, we want to reiterate, and I hope you can see this. Harry is upset about his 8/10 weight gain. Now, yesterday, you guys, he had an all-time low, 177.2. An all-time low means that's the first time you have hit that weight on your weight loss ketovore journey.
For me, like 30 years.
30 years. So his
years.
body is not used to that new weight.
At all.
Not at all.
It wants to fight.
It wants to rebound. It wants to go to the comfortable weight where it's been more often. A lot of times your weight loss stall is at a weight that you weighed once upon a time for a very long time or for a longer amount of time. And the longer you're there, the more your body wants to be there. Your body wants to fight that. So you may have some rebound effect on an all-time low. The challenge is we did add back cheese. We added back hard cheese.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
That was yesterday. And after 30 days of no cheese, or vegetables, you know, any kind of greens, vegetables, your stomach and your intestine is not used to it anymore, so it can fight back. It can gurgle, it can grumble, you can have maybe diarrhea, you can have some gas associated with it. And it's not that you're necessarily allergic, it's just you're putting something back. Your new gut biome has adjusted for the food you've been eating for the last 30 days.
Right.
So when you add a new food, especially when you're going back to adding more in the vegetable, in the plant kingdom realm, and you have not had it for a while, you might want to get a probiotic and take that and get help your gut biome in your digestional tract, your intestinal tract. Sorry about that. So that you guys don't experience that. So tell me, Harry, what do you think about adding back the cheese? Tell me about some of the effects you felt.
Well,
yesterday.
I've always had a feeling that I was a little bit lactose intolerant. You know, I've always kind of felt that way. I always felt that cheese is a big problem for me.
Now, you were telling me when you were a kid, you used to wake up and your eyes would be sealed shut.
Oh, yeah.
With crusties.
Yeah.
And you'd have the redness around your eyes, and you used to drink milk and eat power milk and eat cheeses.
Oh, I ate cheese all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
And my mother would have to take a piece of cotton and get it hot, super hot with water, and then just lift that stuff off so I could open my eyes. And that was all allergy, you know.
Right.
And, you know, we lived in Southern California.
Right.
Right down in Long Beach area. And so it was nice weather, and there was always a lot of allergy going on because I had more allergy problems when I lived in California than any other place in the country, I think.
Right, but getting back to milk.
Milk, I used to drink a lot of milk when I was a kid, and I had a lot of problems. I mean, a lot of problems.
You had chronic constipation.
Yeah, chronic constipation.
You were how old when you had your first hemorrhoid?
11.
11 years old with hemorrhoid, you guys, and he was powering down milk, which can cause either constipation, chronic constipation,
acne.
or, yes, acne. So,
don't mean to be too TMI here, but bloody stool.
Yeah, well, that's from your hemorrhoids at 11.
At 11.
So now as an adult, you know, we chose to take away the heavy cream, and you wanted the coconut almond milk because that made you feel the best.
Oh, right? Yeah, it feels great. I mean, I don't feel any bloatedness on that stuff. I don't feel anything. Now, here's the weird thing. I had the cheese and we had the other stuff, and we've been off a lot of this stuff for quite a while. And I got up this morning after having the cheese and everything, and I felt less here.
Brain fog.
Yeah, brain fog, heavy brain fog. I'd walk into a room and go, what am I here for? What am I doing? You know.
And you've had the sour cream added back, butter. You haven't had any heavy whipping cream because you just don't use it, but you added back cheese. So those dairies, now it's creeped up on you because the first day with butter and sour cream, it didn't affect you.
Right.
The second day with the butter and sour cream, and then we added the cheese, that's when you really noticed it.
That's when when it hit. That's why we've been doing this stuff in little increments of time. You know?
Right. And then what else? He has tinnitus or tintinitis.
Yeah, really bad.
Very bad.
In fact, I'm so bad, I have to wear they're like hearing aids, but what they do is they fight tinnitus.
They're programmed
to fight it, to knock it out.
There's two programs. One's an ocean program and one's a wind program. And when his tinnitus is really acting up, he pushes it's all on his cell phone, and he hears ocean waves, and it counterbalances it. It teaches your brain, your front lobe of your brain,
or whatever that is,
and works with it. And what did you tell me yesterday about your tinnitus?
It went up.
Last night
it
had
went
a horrible time.
It went way up last night. And that's after we ate the cheese.
Right. It wasn't in the morning. It was when you got in bed and you took out your units that you were just saying it was screaming at you.
Yeah, they were really, really high.
How about this
It's
morning?
a little died down now, but it hasn't gone down yet. That's why I put these in this morning, and I turned the program up to kind of help. It's sort of like a sound counseling. It kind of like cancels the sound out in your brain, because they found out that tinnitus is not in the ear. It's in the brain, because they've had people actually cut the nerve from their ear to their brain to stop the noise. It was so loud, and after they cut all the nerves in the ears, they still heard the sound.
So it's a brain thing.
It's a brain thing. So
you go in every 2 weeks.
Right. I go in every 2 weeks, and they fiddle with it and try to get it to work right.
And
mine's mostly from the service, from a lot of loud noises, man.
Bombs going on.
Yeah, you know.
Bombs
I don't want to go into that, but
right.
you know, it was, you know, a lot of loud noises.
Plus working outside.
Plus I worked outside,
For 30 years.
Yeah.
You know what your coverage, know what your...
That's right.
So anyway, his tinnitus is way higher. It really bothered him, and he's been doing really good. You guys, on Fridays every 2 weeks, when you guys say we're going to the doctor, he's actually going for his hearing tinnitus group therapy that he does with his ears and with his technician, I guess you would call her. Technician. And she fine-tunes everything and readjusts everything. She can read out everything, how long he used his program, which program worked better for him. It's really wonderful.
We wanted to bring this up because if there's anybody else out there that has this problem, there is some help.
Yes. So we are going to continue today, and instead of adding hard cheese, we're doing Philadelphia cream cheese. Just like with my eggs, one day isn't giving you enough information. So that's why today on our menu, I have Philadelphia cream cheese on there, because I'm going to make Truffles. I'm going to make them with Philadelphia cream cheese, you guys. And I'm going to use Philadelphia cream cheese frosting, butter, and sour cream. So that's the cheese of choice. As I said, every cheese, the problem with dairy is all of the yogurts, all of the cheeses have a little bit differences in the lactose and their matrix and makeup. So Harry may have a problem with cow cheese, but we've got some goat cheese and sheep cheese. It may be different for him.
Right.
So this is going to be a longer process for us, and we're bringing you along. This is our journey to figure out what is wrong with us and to help us. We're not doctors. We're not medical practitioners. We're not nurses. We're not health people. He's making ticky noises. He's fidgeting. He's fidgeting.
She's got that disease, anti-tick disease.
Yes, he clicks his nails. Anyway, I digress. But anyway, you guys, we're sharing our journey and what we are trying to figure out and find out for us so we can become our healthiest, best self. Harry had quadruple bypass surgery in 2013. He had a silent heart attack in 2019. He damaged the bottom part of his heart.
When we were vegans.
When we were vegan, vegetarian. We changed to keto, and his blood workup that we could not get to budge or move when he was vegetarian, vegan, has moved for the better. We're working with several issues with him, and I want him around as long as I can have him. I'm selfish, I'm sorry. I want him here, but I want him whole. I want him to have his mental faculties, his physical faculties. I want that tinnitus to not be driving him crazy. I want his best life. I want my best life. So we're trying to figure out not just weight loss goals, because of course with the heart and everything, he needs to get down to his ideal weight. He started at 255 pounds. He was in a 48-inch waist. He's now down
48 when I was at
48, and yep, and it was
155.
Yeah, and it was really tight. You had it as low as it could go under the
What?
belly.
At 155 pounds?
255. 255.
What was the heaviest I got?
255 pounds when you had your
I thought
heart
it was
attack.
263. I don't know. Anyways, don't matter.
255 is what I remember in the hospital, and I remember your pants were 48 tight.
48 tight.
He's now, his lowest weight, which was yesterday, was 177.2. And he is wearing a 34. And yesterday when he was filming, you guys, his shorts fell off. TMI, but they did. They're belted shorts and they weren't belted tight enough. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm losing the size.
You are.
But, you know.
You are. And, you know, you guys have heard my journey with my lap band. I got a lap band in at 282 pounds. In 2005, it took me 13 years plus to lose 50 pounds with a lap band, ruining my metabolism, eating 500 to 800 calories a day, losing almost nothing as a vegan and vegetarian because I found out I'm insulin resistant, carb intolerant. None of my tests showed any of those things, you guys. I never showed type 2 diabetes. I never had high blood pressure. I never had any of those things. But they weren't testing for the right things. And the minute we found keto, we both started losing weight. You know, I've lost over 50 pounds. Harry's lost like 70 pounds. You know, we're losing weight, we're losing inches, we're feeling better. That brain fog, I had such a brain fog, and Harry was hungry all the
constantly.
time.
I mean, I would finish a meal.
Like, as in what, 2 whole baked potatoes, 3 whole baked potatoes, a bowl of rice with a bunch of vegetables,
and
2 things of oatmeal.
2 hours, I'd be ready to eat again. And I would eat. It was constant.
Yeah, it was.
And and because of all that, I had, even though I was eating this really strict vegetarian diet.
Your vitamin D went down to like 10.
Yeah.
Through the roof.
And
You got osteoporosis.
My blood workup was terrible. Horrible. And, so we changed over.
You had calcium so low on a vegan, vegetarian, all plant food, you guys, that he had to go and get infusions of calcium. He hairline fractured his femur bone by hitting his knee getting up on the corner of a desk because his osteoporosis was that bad.
Now that was all from veganism.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
And your vitamin D, you were taking 10,000 units of vitamin D and it was not going up at all.
Right.
And all of those things have reversed, you guys.
I'm all back to
his osteoporosis is much better. Yeah. He doesn't need to take anything for it. The doctor was amazed at it. He still has osteopenia, osteoporosis, but he's gone up in the calcium department. His vitamin D is in the normal range for the first time in 5 years. His calcium is in the normal range for the first time in 5 years, you guys. And he's limiting
5 years? More like 25 years.
Well, we don't know because we don't have the blood work.
Yeah, I remember all the stuff you were getting from Dr. Warner. Everything was freaking high. And I kept saying, why aren't you
But let's talk just 5 years because I've got that data. I've got all the paperwork. I've got everything. And looking back at it.
Yeah, okay.
But you're the best you've been in a long time. And this is the oldest he's been in a long time. So anyway.
I don't think I'm getting older.
Yes, you are getting older. You're going to be 100 years old. We're all going to celebrate your birthday.
There you go.
Anyway, you guys, so today we're still adding cheese for him because we want to see. Now he's going to rebound from that 177.2 and work his way so his body gets used to it. It's like a rubber band. Your body has body memory. Your muscles have muscle memory. So your taste has taste memory. All these things can cause him to have a little bit of weight fluctuation. But he still stayed 178. He still stayed under 180, you guys. So I figured out everything. I shared with you guys our menu. And you guys, leave me a quick note about the menu. Do you guys want to see our daily menu going forward? Or do you not care to see the daily menu? Oh, you can't show it. Well, don't show it.
The blue, look at that.
No, don't show it. Do you guys want to see the daily menu? We show it every morning what we had to eat, so I don't think I need to share the menu of what we are eating unless you guys find it helpful and you guys want to see it. We're doing it so I can read off the menu and do exactly what it says because I've tracked our macros and everything
I think it's really helped with the LBM.
The lean body mass. Several of you have said, how do you figure out your lean body mass? So, Harry and I, if you guys go below this vlog, scroll down to the Loving It on Keto website link, click on it. You guys will be able to see, Harry's going to insert it here, how to figure out your lean body mass for free on our website.
Right.
So Harry's going to insert that here right now. To calculate your lean body mass, simply go to one of our vlogs, go down below, and find our Loving It on Keto website link. Click on it. Scroll down.
So now they're on the website.
And you will see how to use the lean body mass calculator. So some of the functions are you can choose male or female. So go to the sex. Choose female for in my case, and you can see, go to the weight, and it's in kilograms, or you can choose pounds or stones. So we want to choose pounds because we're in the United States. Put in 178 pounds.
Click here.
Yes. And then for height, again, you can change it to meters, inches, feet, or centimeters. We are going to keep it at feet because we're here in the United States. Inches, we'll change it to, again.
Keep it as inches.
So go to my height. It's 5 foot. So put a 5 in.
See how I'm over to the side?
And go to inches. And put in 9. I'm 5'9". Now go to the lean body mass, and it's right now in kilometers. We want to change it to pounds. My lean body mass weight is 120.13 on this lean body mass calculator. So I would just round it either up or down. 121 is what I would do. So it's just as easy as that, you guys. Now, let's get back to the program. Okay, everybody, now that you know how to do that, you can have up to that amount of protein, but don't go over it. You're seeing Harry and I, we're doing moderate protein, high fat right now. And if you guys remember, a ketogenic state, to be in ketogenesis, you need a high fat, moderate protein, low carb diet. And if you're doing ketovore, it's the same thing, and carnivore if you want to stay in ketosis as a carnivore. If you don't, eat all the protein you want, and good luck to you. But when Harry and I were eating the protein, the high ratios over our lean body mass weight, and not paying attention to the amount of fat we were eating, we did not lose weight.
Right.
So that's why we've chosen to do that. So another thing for us that we are going to do is, you notice the carbs, 20 total carbs. The older you get, the harder it is for your body to assimilate things. So for us, we need to stay at 20 total carbs or below. And you can see just adding sour cream and eggs and cream cheese, my carbs went up to 6.7 grams. So it's very easy. And if you guys are not tracking and you guys are stalled, I suggest you go find out what your lean body mass weight is on our website. I suggest you redo your macros and you track and log for at least 2 weeks. Yeah. You don't have to track all the time. You don't have to be, you don't have to do that all the time. But if you're stalled and you're not tracking and you're not logging, and you're not being honest about the portions and measuring and weighing everything, you may stay in that weight loss stall because you don't know. Right. If you are stalled and you're having issues with the food, you may need to do an elimination diet. But please do the carnivore elimination diet, and let me explain why. If you guys type in and Google elimination diet, most doctors and most nutritionists, most allergists, the first food and only food they're going to do as part of their elimination diet is put you on oatmeal. Oatmeal really? Only.
Oh my God.
I remember doing it to figure it out when we were super heavy. So oatmeal only. And then you add back, it's from the nightshade group. No, it's not. But it's oatmeal is a grain. You don't want to, it's 100% carbs. Why would you want to do that? Beef is the least non-allergenic, it causes the least problems with people, and it's the most nutrition. Start with red beef, red meat, water. If you drink coffee or tea, try to drink it black with no creams, no sugars, no almond milks. You can use a little bit of stevia or a little bit of sucralose or a little bit of monk fruit if you must for sweetener, like we did. And be on it for 3 to 5 days. Get your system ready, and then add back the foods like we did. Eggs first. All the allergies I ever had, the doctor said, take away eggs, shellfish, cheese, fur, feathers, dust, chocolate. So I'm adding back the foods that my doctor told me were the most allergenic back when I was a kid. And that includes foods like nightshades. A lot of people are allergic to nightshade group. So you guys are going to come along and you guys are going to see us add things. So today we're having Truffles for dinner. Mm-hmm. And if all goes well for Harry. Now he may maintain, which is good. But if he shoots up again, then and he still has issues, then we may take away the cheeses and just keep the butter.
Right.
Because the butter and the sour cream once in a while didn't seem to bother you. Now, that doesn't mean if eggs bother him or cheese bothers him that he's not going to have some on occasion. It's just not going to be on his daily diet. It's not going to be there unless we're out and he wants to have some cheese or a truffle, which we don't have every single day. So anyway, folks, I hope this helps. I hope this information is super helpful for you. If you guys are interested in finding out what your lean body mass is, please go to our website. The link is below in the description, all that area. Go down to Loving It on Keto. Click that on there. And it's in kilograms and pounds. And there's explanation on how to change it. So work through it. If you guys have any questions on it, let me know. We use the EROS scale, E-R-O-S, and we're going to put a link down below in our Amazon store. If you guys go through it at no additional cost to you, we get like 2 cents for it.
Yeah,
EROS scales are wonderful. They show you all kinds of valuable information if you're into information, which I am. One of the things is your lean body mass. Shows you how much visceral fat you have. It shows you all kinds of valuable information. It's pretty darn accurate. If you have a Fitbit, you can have it so that it transfers and populates the weight onto your Fitbit as well. So that's just another way of tracking. I am into graphs, sheets, charts. I'm into data and factual data because this is a scientific experiment on Harry and I. This is N=1. We are experimenting on ourselves.
Yeah, but we have found out that
a lot of things.
A lot of stuff about ourselves that we never even knew.
Well, especially for you because you weren't tracking. We weren't logging. What you thought you were eating, you guys, what you think you are eating is not necessarily so.
Yeah.
Carb creep, protein creep, fat creep, all of those things in your mind when you're looking at portion sizes are not true. And if you have it hard fact data and you are tracking everything and you've refigured your macros, you've refigured your lean body mass, you should be able to move forward and get out of your weight loss stall.
Yeah.
And if not, then there's some hidden inflammation. There's something that you're eating all the time that's causing issues and you may need to go on it. It's not, ketogenic lifestyle is a lifestyle. It's not just a diet. You have to heal your body from the inside in order for your body to release the... Okay, everybody, we've got tallow to make today. Roy the Butcher gave me about a little over 7 pounds of beef fat trimmings, steak trimmings that we've got to render today. So we'll see everybody in the next segment. Okay, everybody, here's the tallow at no charge that Roy the Butcher gave me, all the meat trimmings. Now this has a little bit of meat on it, but it makes for delicious beef cracklin. So I'm gonna start cutting this up and getting it ready to put in the air fryer, and I'll come back when it's ready to go so I can share that with everybody.
Glad you're cutting them into size chunks because
yes, I think they'll cook better.
They cook better and you can just like pop them in your mouth. They're just great. How much you going to cook today, you think?
Well, whatever fits in the air fryer.
Oh yeah, you got to just
maybe two loads of it.
Okay.
Trying to get the same width and depth. Some of this is gristle, some of it is like that's a little bit of gristle, but I'm still putting that on there. Hard gristle right there. See it? Right here. That's the hard stuff. But you know what? I'm cooking it because it's collagen. Look at this piece of fat. Whoa, ho, ho, look.
Wow. God, that's huge.
Beautiful fat.
Wow.
Beautiful fat. Ho, 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 ho.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful tallow.
Will be.
Yep. I'm going to cook it slower and longer so it renders more.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so I've cut up a bunch of tallow into chunks, and I am putting them into my air fryer. Kind of laying them around.
That Harry just cleaned.
That Harry did a good job of cleaning because we don't want any contaminants in here. We want it to melt down the tallow. We want to render the tallow. There'll be pieces in here, but they'll be very small, hopefully, when we're all done. I don't want to pack it too full.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. Because you want the air to circulate around it.
Right. So, this is what we've got. We're going to put it in. We're going to put it in. I'm going to leave it at 370, and I'm going to add 20 minutes. It's going to be 20 minutes to start, you guys, and I'm rendering it. So I am going to continue to cut and bag this for the freezer.
Right. Oh, we don't have to cut it up again.
Yep, that's right. So we'll render some, we'll bag some, and we'll come back, you guys. Look at all the tallow. Isn't that beautiful?
It's all bagged and tagged.
It's all bagged and tagged.
Then
It's
we've got
5 minutes, let's check it.
bag about that size going on in
Oh, look at that.
Whoa,
Oh, nice. Wow.
Look at all this tallow in the bottom
Oh,
of
wow.
the liquid, you know?
I'm just going to kind of stir it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do it for 10 more minutes. It was on 5, so I originally did it 20. So I'm going to do it for a total of 25 minutes. There.
What's the setting? 370.
370. Okay. I want to cook it on a lower temperature for longer because I want it to render better.
Yeah.
What if you could do it in the oven like you do bacon?
I don't know. Battery's going out.
Okay. See when it's done. You guys, it's all about tallow and beef fat today. I am taking this ground chuck. I'm going to cook it. And then I'm going to use this nifty grease separator. Is that what you call it? So I'll share you guys how this works to catch our beef tallow. We got beef tallow idea because we're throwing away tons of fat and grease and juice from our hamburger. And Dr. Ken Berry says, I saved my beef tallow from my ground beef. And I thought, is that a thing? Has anybody done that? I Googled it. Sure enough. So we did that last week, and you guys, it's wonderful. It tastes just like this tallow.
Well,
so
it's the
don't
same thing,
throw
right?
away your hamburger grease. You need to get one of these little nifty little machines, and we're going to put the link below in our Amazon store. If you go through our affiliate link, to no additional cost to you, it'll give us a couple cents, but you guys will get this, and I'll show you how it works once I brown our ground chuck. You guys, one thing I forgot to share with you, salt these pieces. You want to get that flavoring. You want the salt. You want your tallow to have that salty flavor. It'll taste more like butter when you salt it. I'm using Redmond's real salt. Get these guys.
Best salt in the world.
Yep, Redmond's real salt. Go and check it every once in a while. Stir the cracklins. Make sure they're, not touching each other as they shrink, because you want them to shrink up as much as possible. Redmond's real salt, folks. Best salt on earth. Is it ready, Harry?
Yeah.
Okay, bring it over. So that's your second pound, right?
Yep. I like these pans because see they got holes.
Yep. And that
right
helps
here,
siphon
you
it.
can drain.
And we use a small siphon because the less meat in the tallow, the longer the tallow lasts.
Did you check the fat on this meat?
Yes. It's the leaner, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can tell because usually
It's the one that's 80-20.
Pull this
I
thing
wanted to
half
get
up.
80. It's 85-15.
It's not the greatest to show everybody how it works, but it will.
We'll show. We'll show.
Okay.
Okay. Then we put our beef over here in this little can. We got our little jar ready for the hamburger tallow. Harry's burning up the kitchen.
Yeah, that's what I do best.
Yeah. No fooling, folks. And that's our hamburger prep for a few days for Mr. Harry Shinsky.
Yeah, it's 2 pounds.
Now you guys, what the deal is you want to just see we got a little bit of sediment in there. The least amount of sediment, you want the least amount. So this will separate. And when it's ready, all the juice will go to the bottom and the fat will raise to the top. You push the button, everything, and you watch it drain out. And then what's left is pure tallow. Over here, oh, we got a lot going on here. Let's share. Let me share. Look, pork cracklins, beef cracklins. Look, you guys. So I took out the cracklin parts. Before we eat them, I have to go recalculate, because I forgot we were cooking and I want to eat some of these. But it has to go on today's menu. So no, you cannot eat it until I get today's menu. Oh, look at there. Oh. I'm taking them out a little at a time and trying to render everything, you guys. So you need to go in and pull out the little pieces and let it just continue to render down into pieces. There's some little guys. Oh yeah. Do it just a little bit at a time. Don't be in a hurry to render your beef. If you do this on the stove, tallow. If you do it on the stove, same thing, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna put this in for 2 more minutes. Do 3 minutes and then we'll be done. Oh, you guys, what a day. Getting a lot accomplished, you guys. I'm excited. Got my hamburger done, got the beef tallow all cut, got the fat all cut, measured, and put in my my freezer, which is amazing that I had some space for it. We're rendering some beef tallow today. We'll see how we do, how much we get, as to whether we need another one. Matter of fact, I'll leave one out, Harry, just in case. Let's get this one, just in case we need more. And we wrote tallow on it this time so we can tell the difference between steak and tallow.
Yeah, because when everything's frozen, you can't tell.
Yeah, you can't. Anyway, folks, I will go refigure today's menu so we can have some of this goodness. Gotta take away some tallow and some butter in order to do that. Fat is fat. Okay, you guys, I cooked it on 370 for a total of 30 minutes, checking it at 20, 25, and 30, taking out the smaller pieces as I went so we didn't burn anything. You don't want a burnt taste to your tallow. So this is what's left. Look at all the tallow goodness in there.
Liquid in the bottom.
Oh my gosh. So darn delicious. I am gonna put this on our Fitbit food log as suet. Suet is the pure fat around the kidney of a cow. And then we're gonna each be able to indulge in some of this. And it tastes like beef bacon, you guys.
Oh yeah,
it's so delicious. It tastes just like beef bacon.
It's weird.
You want to take this out?
Talking about a guy who wouldn't even come near fat.
It's crunchy, delicious.
Oh my God, have I changed? This stuff is so good. The
pieces of suet or tallow meat, the meat drippings that have the beef in it, get cooked quicker than the ones that are pure fat. So you just want to be cognizant of that. I'm going to put this right in here for a second. Now, what you guys want to remember to do is salt them.
Yeah, you gotta, it's like salt about 3 times, don't you?
No, well, I salt them inside here because I want my tallow to have salt in it.
Right.
You can never have too much salt. Okay, Harry, you cannot have one of these. I am going to tell us how much we can have.
All right.
I'm recalculating.
All right.
Our macros for today. Okay. I'm going to go do that, and then when we come back, we can have some once we figure out how much we get.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And do we want to pour this out right now?
Yeah, I do. While it's hot, because it'll get most of it out here.
Okay, Harry's going to pour the tallow out, and we're going to see how much of this deliciousness we actually have. It's extremely hot, so be very careful. Keep your little ones away.
Oh, yeah, because this... Okay, I'm going to go slow.
We have a super fine sieve at the top to filter out any pieces of meat that could get in there. It's capturing it nicely. Tallow lasts forever, but if you get pieces of meat in it, it's going to spoil quicker. So you want to try to get as much of the meat parts out. That's good enough because we're going to have more. Now, do we need more than that? I don't think we do. That'll last us a while. I want it fresh. I want fresh tallow. Look at that, you guys. Golden goodness.
It's all nice and clean.
Pure tallow. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. It's like the sun is in it. It's so delicious looking. Look at that, you guys. Okay, you guys. So I'm not going to cook. Do you think, Carrie, we should cook the other one? I don't. Let's just use this.
Let's use that.
Let's just use this. Okay, you guys. We'll come back when we get to eat some of our cracklins.
Yeah.
Okay, we each get, you guys, I figured it out and I redid our menu for today, taking away from dinner in order to add 2 ounces of these beef cracklins, and I put it in as beef suet. Beef suet is pure fat. Now some of this has protein in it because it has pieces of beef, but not enough to really worry about one way or the other. You just have a little bit more protein than when you thought. So 2 ounces each. That's 1.
You sure about that?
Yes.
It's an awful lot.
Well, don't you want it?
Yeah,
There you go.
I might have just an ounce.
I already redid everything. Unless you sit down and redo it, buddy, you're having what I give you. Because I'm taking away from your beef tonight.
Oh, okay. How much?
You'll see on the menu.
I get like half an ounce.
No. There you go. That's 2. Okay, you choose which one you want, and I'll take the other one. And oh my gosh, this is going to be delicious. Don't you want to try it? Don't you want to try it? Which one do you want?
I want the one with the smallest pieces.
Oh my gosh, maybe that one?
Yeah, I'll do this
Jess has got one big one.
one. Okay.
Okay, I want to try it.
Goes. First taste. How is it?
So good. You guys,
I just have paste. It's like bacon.
If beef had bacon, this would be beef bacon.
Oh yeah.
All I'm saying,
Yeah.
it's delicious. Oh my gosh, it beats pork rinds all the heckin' gone.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, I gotta eat my beef cracklins now. It's Truffle time. I am so excited. I have not had Truffles in over a month. I just nuked
Me either.
some cream cheese. I'm making a double batch, so there's 6 eggs. I'm gonna go give her hers. And I'll be right back. Watch the Truffles.
Butter right there, more fat with some fat.
Tablespoon with some fat.
And some fat.
This is dinner. You guys, look at this. Truffles.
Yes.
Beef with butter. Yum. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't wait. Anyway, you guys,
Eat now.
we gotta eat now, but first I want to say goodbye.
Oh, that's right, huh?
Yes. If you guys like all of the information we packed into this vlog today, I know it was long, but we had a lot of stuff to cover. If you guys like what you see, please like, subscribe, ring that bell, give us a thumbs up. These are fingers crossed that this doesn't cause our weight to do this. Good night, everyone. See everybody tomorrow.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you're ready?
Oh, look at this. It's all mine. And you guys can't have any.